Alright, now in this video we're going to go over finding the area of a circle. Alright, basically what area is the amount of space inside the boundary of a flat two-dimensional object such as a triangle or a circle. Pretty much it's a measurement of how much space this circle takes up. And we're going to measure actually in squares, but one of the things that's really difficult is if we put a whole bunch of squares here, it's really hard when we get towards the end over here of the circle where we have the curved part to actually have that fit nice, unlike in a rectangle or a square where they fit perfectly. And you can see that in the in this little illustration here. If we were going to try to count the area, it'd be really tough. We'd have to estimate a lot. This is definitely 4, almost 5, almost 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you got these little pieces, so it's kind of difficult. So what we have is a formula. And what we showed in class, again, is this variable triangle. If you want the area of a circle, remember we take the two bottoms and multiply them to get the top. We take pi and we multiply by the radius squared. Okay, got to make sure this is the radius squared and not the radius times 2. It's pi times the radius squared. So there we have our first formula. A little later on, we're going to be finding the radius or diameter when we're given the area. So when we get the area, if we divide by pi, we're going to have our radius squared. Not our radius, but our radius squared. So we're going to be working right now just with this formula to find the area. So let's say I'm trying to find a pool cover for my pool here, which I don't have. And it has a diameter of 12 feet. And I really want to find out how much space that pool cover will take up. And I'm not going around the outside, so I wouldn't be finding the circumference. If I'm going to cover my pool, I want to make sure everything inside this circle is going to be covered by the pool cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area of the circle. And again, the area of a circle is found by multiplying pi times the radius squared. So here's my formula. Now if you notice, I don't have the radius, I have the diameter. So the first step is to cut this in half or divide by 2, whatever means you want, but you need half of this number, which is 6. Now we got to be careful here. We don't want to multiply first, we want to perform order of operations, so we're going to have to square first. 6 squared is not 12. 6 squared means 6 times 6, which is 36. And right here, we actually have the area already in terms of pi. But again, just like our circumference, we're going to put the 36 in front, the pi right next to that, and the area in terms of pi is 36 pi feet. Then we would probably continue the process and get the area rounded to the nearest tenth or what have you. So that's what I did over here. I went back here and I got 36, and I multiplied by pi. And you're going to see I get this large, very accurate answer, and here I'm rounding to the nearest tenth. So the 0 is going to have to go up because of the 9, and that's going to make that approximately 113.1 feet. One thing you want to add in here, and I forgot, bad me, is area should be measured in square feet because you are measuring in squares. It's not just a straight distance. So area is equal to pi times radius squared. Make sure you have that radius. Make sure you square it. You don't multiply it by 2. And to get it in terms of pi, just put the radius squared in front of pi. And let's go in here and let's change this to square feet. This should be square feet as well once we square it. And we don't want points off for that. Okay. And then actually multiply the 36 times the pi, and we're going to have the approximate value of the area. So that's how to find the area of a circle in a nutshell. Hope it helped.